Welcome to Working with Mrs. Dickey. Today we're going to be looking at volume and capacity. Both are used to measure the size of three-dimensional shapes. Volume is looking at the amount of space an object occupies, and the most common formula that we are aware of is this one, which is length times width times height, which is used to find the volume of rectangular prisms and cubes. Volume is usually expressed in the unit of centimeters cubed or meters cubed. Capacity, on the other hand, is the amount that something can hold, and it usually is investigating fluids, and so it is usually expressed in milliliters or in liters. There's a unique relationship between volume and capacity, and you can explore it through the concept of displacement, which you should have explored last year. So when we look at it, it is the concept that if you place an object in water with a known volume, you will find that there is a direct relationship. So for an example, if you took a 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter cube with a known volume of 1 centimeter cubed, it will displace the water by 1 milliliter. So over here we can find the volume of this shape by figuring out how much the water has risen. So here it started at 150. Here it looks like it's finishing at about 180. You subtract them, 180, subtract 150, you can find it has a capacity of 30 milliliters or a volume of 30 centimeters cubed. So let's look at what that means today. So the relationships that we're going to be working with are 1 centimeter cubed is the same as 1 milliliter, 1 meter cubed is 1,000 milliliters, and 1,000 centimeters cubed is the same as 1 liter. So if we want to look at a straight relationship, we can say 225 centimeters cubed. We want to figure out how that is in milliliters. We're going to be looking at this relationship right here, where it's really comparing apples to apples, where the unit behind it doesn't matter because they're an equivalent measurement. So we can take 225 centimeters cubed and express it the same here. It would be the same as 225 milliliters. Some get a little more tricky. So here we're going to look at this relationship of 1,000 milliliters is the same as 1 liter. So here if we want to figure out what 1,750 milliliters is in liters, we're going to go back to that conversion ladder or steps, where we should remember that 1 step is a factor of 10 and 3 steps is a factor of 1,000. Okay, and so if we looked here, we're going 10 goes up by a factor of multiples. So now 10 times 10 is 100. To this step, and then 1,000 to this step. If we go up, we are going to be dividing, and if we go down, we're going to be multiplying. So in this situation, we're going from milliliters up to liters, so we're going to be doing that division, and we're looking at 3 steps, so we're going to divide it by 1,000. So we're going to take 1750, divide it by 1,000, and that would give us 1.75. You can put that in your calculator, or for those of you familiar with the shifting, 3 zeros, we're shifting the decimal spot 3 spaces to the left. So that gives us 1.75 liters. Okay, and that's one of your homework questions, so you're welcome. Another one is this one. So we're going to be investigating this relationship here. 1 meter cubed is the same as 1,000 liters. And what we're going to be looking at is how to go from meters cubed to centimeters cubed. Now, we can go the short way, and we can go Google the relationship between here, which there's a relationship of 1,000,000, or we can kind of step it here. So we can go for this situation and figure out how many liters that is, and you can tell that they've just multiplied that number by 1,000. So now we can say that 1 meter cubed is the same as 7,000 milliliters, and then we can take that 7,000 milliliters and go into, or not milliliters, my apologies guys, 7,000 liters. And then we can switch that over into milliliters. And we know that 1 liter is the same as 1,000 milliliters. So we're going to multiply that 7,000 by 1,000, which will give us 7 million liters. And we know that milliliters is the same expression as centimeters cubed, so we can take that 7,000 million and put it up here. That is also a question on your homework, so you're welcome. You don't have to answer 2 pieces of your homework now. So if you have any questions or concerns with this week's homework, you can always contact me through Google Classroom, or you can email me at p00788359@pdsb.net.